Hi, I'm that guy. Do you find yourself spending countless hours manually entering data into Dynamics 365 from Excel spreadsheets? Are you tired of dealing with the frustration of data errors and inconsistencies while importing using the out-of-the-box tools in Dynamics 365? Well, fear not, my fellow Dynamics 365 users, because today I'm going to show you a tool that's been around for quite a while that'll help you solve this problem. It's called the XRM Toolbox Data Import Plus tool. It's the ultimate tool that simplifies the data import process and saves you precious time and effort. If this is your first time to the channel and you've gotten any value out of these videos and want to see more videos like this, please give us a like and subscribe below. All right, if you're familiar with XRM Toolbox, what we're going to do is walk you through how to do an import of data. It's got kind of a really cool data import tool. I'm used to using the system import as well as Kingsway software and things like that. But if you just want to do a quick and dirty import and have the ability to do an upsert on data, you can come in and use a product called the XRM Toolbox. I'm not going to take you through the whole setup of XRM Toolbox. There's lots online on that, but I am going to show you how to do an import. So you start off and look for the data import plus tool. So you need to go through and prep your data like you normally would. In this case, I'm going to update the spreadsheet, make sure that my address and information are in the correct fields, and the regular stuff that you'd want to do to make sure anything that you import is going to come in correctly. I'm going to be importing shipping addresses, so I want to import that to the customer address table. So it doesn't have a really good search function here, but you can just start typing in, and we're looking for customer address. And what we want is, we don't want to do an upsert. So an upsert would be if we want to look up a record and update that record. And if the record didn't exist, go ahead and insert it. We don't want to do that. We actually want to, our other options, by the way, are to update, delete, and create. We just want to create records at this point. Now we're going to browse for our file, and we're going to bring up shipping addresses. Now, I've got some extra fields in here that I'm not going to use, so I'm not going to map them. ERP account number I don't need, believe it or not, but account number I do want. And I want to use that and do a lookup. So we're going to look up parent ID. So parent ID will link our account number in our spreadsheet to the account ID, and you'll see that in a moment. I'm just going to go through and finish up the rest of the mapping on this, and then we'll jump back and show you how we do that lookup. So I have the items that I map that I want to use. Now I go ahead and hit Process Fields. So what this is going to do for me is going to open up an additional parameters that I can go and set. So I've said to it I want to look up the parent ID. So what I'm going to do is look up the account entity, and I want to look up specifically, just give it a second. You can hit the process fields again, and I want to go to the account number, and I want it to keep the value in case my field is blank, but it isn't, but I just by nature do this. Okay, so it looks like everything's mapped. I want to make sure that I use the correct item. So what I want to do here is I don't want to upsert, I want to create. Okay, so I want to create records. And I want to look up if I have multiples. Okay, so map first round record to the lookup, or skip it, or import records without cleared lookup. So we want to do map first round lookup and be done with that. So we've got the setting right there. We want to have all our filter logs, and all we have to do at this point is run it. Just a last quick check of our information. So we have 2,750 records that we're about to import. We just want to confirm that back to our spreadsheet. I've done that to make sure that it's right. And we're ready to go. Just simply come up to the top and hit import. So it's going to start importing. It's continuing to import the files as we wait. We're at 32%. It's probably going to take it about, for 2,700 records, probably about 7 or 8 minutes. So the import is finished. I went to import 2,750 records. I have success of 2,750, and it's given me a log file of every transaction that it's done. It's really that easy. It's a simple, elegant tool to use. There's lots of different ways to use it, but what you just saw was importing it to an entity and looking up to a lookup, using a lookup to the parent ID of a shipping address back to the primary account, using the account numbers. It's got to be unique, folks. Okay, so account numbers are really important. You can do it on name. You will get some failures and errors if you have duplicates. Anyways, that's it.